students, welcome back to my channel. And for today's topic, that is how to calculate empirical formula and molecular formula with percentages. And hope my earlier videos are being liked by you all. And slowly and gradually, you will not consider your chemistry subject to be tough, but fun to learn. But before we move on, kindly subscribe my channel by clicking on this bell icon. Now we proceed to our topic, empirical formula and molecular formula, which children consider it as, oh my god, how to do it? What a destruction, how to follow the percentages. Now we'll do it in a very simple way. The empirical formula represents the smallest ratio of atoms. Please, I'm specifying this word ratio, because empirical formula does not let you know the exact number of atoms present in one molecule of a compound. It only tells you the smallest ratio of the atoms. It could be as 2:1, or it could be as 1:3:2, but it doesn't represent how many atoms of each element in a compound. So that problem is solved by our molecular formula, because molecular formula gives the total number of atoms of each element present in one molecule of a compound. For example, if I mention CO2, one molecule. How do we know it's one molecule? I've already specified in my earlier videos. If no number is written before, that means it is 1. So if it is CO2 molecule, how many carbon atoms are there? 1. And how many oxygen atoms are there? 2. So molecular formula gives us the total number of atoms of each element like carbon, oxygen in this compound. If I take another example like H2CO3, which is carbonic acid. So 2 atoms of hydrogen, 1 atom of carbon, and 3 atoms of oxygen is present in one molecule of carbonic acid. So the empirical formula is the simplest formula, whereas the molecular formula is the true formula. Now, understanding in detail how to calculate empirical formula, molecular formula, we can do by numericals. So just please read this question along with me. Calculate the empirical formula and the molecular formula of a compound with the percentage composition of elements as. Now these 3 elements are specified. Now, before moving on and proceeding on to the question, you first see that whether the total of these percentages, 52.14, 13.13 and 34.73, is it coming out to be 100 or not? Yes, in my particular question is coming out to be 100. But in some numericals, if there are only 2 elements or 3 elements and their percentages sum is not coming equal to 100, that means we have to automatically include a 4th element, oxygen. And how do we calculate its percentage? 100 minus. Suppose the percentage of carbon is X, percentage of hydrogen is Y, and percentage of nitrogen is Z. So how you can calculate the percentage of oxygen? If your total percentage is not coming out to be 100, 100 minus X plus Y plus Z. So that will come out to be the percentage of oxygen. In this particular question, which we'll be doing now, its total percentage sum is coming out to be 100. But suppose if it is not coming out, the sum of the percentages of different elements, it is not coming out to be equal to 100, then include a 4th element, oxygen. And how do we calculate its percentage? The carbon percentage considered as X, hydrogen percentage as Y, and nitrogen percentage as Z. So what will be the oxygen percentage? 100 minus X plus Y plus Z. If you have any query, please comment below in the dialog box so I can specify this doubt further if you have query for this. Now we solve this question. First of all, we make up a tabular form. In the first column, we shall write element symbol. In the second column, we write what is the percentage of each element. In the third column, we specify the atomic mass of each element, which I've already explained in my earlier videos, which is an AMU, atomic mass unit. In my fourth column, percentages divided by atomic mass. Simple concept, only just understand and you will do it perfectly correct. Then a simple ratio. Now we proceed how? In this question, there are three elements: carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. And their percentage is given out to be, you can look into the question, which is in the previous part, 52.14%. Hydrogen is 13.13%, and oxygen is 34.73%. Now you need not to look at the question. Atomic mass is 12, hydrogen is 1, and oxygen is 16. In some questions, it's already mentioned the atomic mass. Otherwise, you should remember the atomic masses of 1 to 20 atomic number elements. Now, next is 52.14 divided by 12. Here I am using the calculators, but students, you don't do it. I just wanted to explain you. That's why I'm using it. Otherwise, please do it by your hand. It's 52.14 divided by 12. So it comes out to be, you can do along with me as well. It comes out to be 4.34. Now if I divide 13.13 by the atomic mass of hydrogen 1, it is 13.13. 34.73 divided by 16. I think so it will be 2 point something, but we do it accurately. 34.73 divided by 16. It comes out to be 2.17. Now most of our task is over. Now to calculate the simple ratio out of these three numbers, can you let me know which is the smallest number? Yes, it is 2.17. So our next task is to divide all these numbers which we have calculated in this previous column by smallest number amongst the three, which is 2.17. All means all, and 2.17. So 4.34 divided by 2.17, it will come out to be approximately 2 point something. If we divide it, it's 4.34 divided by 2.17. So it comes out to be 2. Exactly 2.0, you can write as 2. If 13.13 is divided by 2.17, it comes out to be 6.05. That means it's 6. And we all know 2.17 divided by 2.17, it's 1. So, what is the simplest whole number ratio? If I say simple whole number ratio, so it comes out to be 2, 6 and 1. So, what is the empirical formula of this compound? C2H6O. So it's really very simple. You only have to specify, you have to just remember this table: element, percentage, atomic mass, percentage divided by atomic mass, simple ratio. That's all. And your empirical formula comes out to be C2H6O. Now, how to calculate molecular formula? It's also very interesting. Just have to calculate first the empirical formula, and through empirical formula only we calculate the molecular formula. Molecular formula is equal to N into empirical formula. And what is N? Molecular mass divided by empirical formula mass. But these formulas will be learned by us once we practice the numericals. Now we take up one more question. Calculate the molecular form of compound with percentage as carbon 54.54%, hydrogen 9.09%, oxygen 36.36%, and one term is given as the vapor density is 44. We write vapor density as Vd also, 44. So can you see? For molecular formula, it is N into empirical formula. So we have to first calculate the empirical formula. Let's start up. We'll formulate that same table again. Element. It's a fun, children. You don't need to maga. You just understand the concept. You do just one or two numericals and you will be able to understand the concept. Then the percentage. I'm not doing any change in the tabular portion. Then the atomic mass, and then percentage divided by atomic mass, and then comes our simple ratio. Now, which elements are there in our this question? That is carbon, hydrogen, which all? And oxygen. The percentage is 54.54% for carbon. Hydrogen it's 9.09% and oxygen is 36.36. Now you don't need to look to the question. Atomic mass 12. Slowly you gradually do the questions. You will automatically learn them also. Hydrogen 1, oxygen 16. Next we do as 54.54 divided by 12. Now you can do it. Put your hands on and that comes out to be 4 point something. Let's check what it comes out to be. It comes out as 54.54 divided by 12. 4.54. Children, don't just be hurry in rounding off. No. Next, hydrogen comes out to be 9.01 divided by 1. And this comes out to be 36.36 divided by 16. 9.09 divided by 1 will be 9.09 and 36.36 divided by 16 will come out to be approximately 2.27. Now our next column is simple ratio. Students, can you let me know out of 4.54, 9.09, 2.27, which is the smallest number? Yes, you're correct. That's 2.27. So 4.54 divided by 2.27. So that will be coming out to be as 2. If I do 4.54 divided by 2.27, that exactly comes out as 2. And then 9.09 divided by 2.27. So it comes out to be as 4. And 2.27 divided by 2.27, that comes out to be 1. So the empirical formula for this compound is C2H4O. I hope that's clear with everybody how to calculate the empirical formula. I hope it's remembered by everybody how to calculate the empirical formula of the compound. Now, in this particular question, if I move, it was saying that calculate the molecular formula. Yes or no? It's mentioned the molecular formula. And the vapor density is 44. So how to calculate the molecular formula? You first calculate N. Yes, we need to calculate N. Now N, we all know the formula is molecular mass upon, that means divided by empirical formula mass. Now, molecular mass we have not been given, but we are given the vapor density. So, please always remember that molecular mass is always equal to 2 into vapor density. So, vapor density is 44. So 2 into 44 is equal to 88. So right now only we have done that if we have to calculate N, so we have to write down molecular mass. So molecular mass comes out to be 88 divided by empirical formula mass. So the empirical formula of our compound is C2H4O. How do we calculate empirical formula mass? It is same as calculating the molecular mass. If you do not know how to calculate the molecular mass, please watch on my previous videos where the complete description has been given how to calculate the molecular mass of any compound. So, carbon is 2 into the atomic mass of carbon is 12 plus oxygen has, plus hydrogen has 4 atoms multiplied by its atomic mass 1, and oxygen has 1 atom multiplied by 16, which atomic mass is 16 and 1 atom. So it's 88 divided by 2 into 12 is 24 plus 4 plus 16. So that will come out to be 44. So 44 ones are 44 twos are 88. So N comes out to be 2 and our empirical formula was C2H4O. Now to find out the molecular formula, now simple thing is left. We just write down that the molecular formula is equal to whatever our empirical formula has come up, which is C2H4O whole N, and N comes out to be 2. So now simply multiply the atoms. So it comes out to be C4H8O2. So this is the molecular formula of the compound for which the question was there. So now students, let me know how much you have done, how much you have understood, and do preferably attempt this question, and I should know the answer by today itself, because I want to know how many students are watching this video, how many are actually doing the questions. Do mention the answer in the comment box, and simply what we have done is the empirical formula, molecular formula, and if you have any problem related to the finding up of the molecular mass, please watch the previous video. So thank you for watching my channel, and preferably our next video will be based on molality. Thank you, and if you have not subscribed my channel, please continue to subscribe.